What's up, you guys? It's Zamara, and today I bring you a wonderful topic, or wonderful for me as in I never discussed this, and ever since maybe 3 years ago I stopped thinking about it. But given what I've been doing lately, it triggered a bunch of stuff, so I just want to talk about it so that it leaves my mind and I can just get back to my daily business. And this is me expressing my ideal job, or what I would do for a living, and be pretty much certain that I wouldn't be tired of it, because that is my problem. Like, the reason in part that I skipped school was because I was so horribly undecided that I didn't want to initiate this and then realize, oh, I gotta change my major and stuff. So yeah, ideally, what I would love to do is some kind of journalism. And let me define to you what I mean. As of lately, in my job, I have been doing this thing where it's called due diligence. And basically it is, I am aspiring for a position, so I am speaking to the appropriate members of the team and leadership and all that to just get informed about what the position is about and expectations and la la la. So, but this reminded me of the times when I was in school. When I was in school, I was that one student who had a deep question for every teacher, and every teacher at some point said to me, you know what, that is a good question, and you ask some good questions, etc. So when I say some kind of journalism, is I wish I had a job in which I could just go out there and observe things, the way events unfold and what people do, and just offer ways that I believe the experience, both as a consumer and as an employee, ways to improve that, how to make things better. And while I have been doing my due diligence, something that I have been told a lot is I have a great voice and that my insights are just out of this world, and that I'm just a natural born leader. I have a conflict with that last part of being a natural born leader, because in my life I have felt as a leader during special circumstances, and some of those are like when I would be in school projects. I knew that I was the person who would be responsible enough to keep track of time, deadlines, supplies being there, the information being there, everything being covered, etc. And then at my job, I feel like a leader occasionally, when for some reason people just love to come to me and talk to me and just ask me questions, and or they question the way I go about things and why my logic is the way it is, and boom, they just love it. So if you guys out there know a proper term for what I'm defining, I would appreciate it if you told me and let me know, because honestly, I never thought of this as a job that is sustainable, or a job that exists, or if it exists, would I be able to take it? But yeah, and another example is when I travel. For the longest time, every time I see somebody wearing a pilot's uniform, let it be the captain or the first officer, I always want to go to them and just ask them, how do you feel? Are you stressed out? How long have you been flying? How many more hours do you have to go? How much sleep do you get? Have you been sleep deprived? I want to ask them those questions, and the reason is I know I would suffer from that. Being a pilot is a stressful job. Honestly, I would call it the most stressful job in the world. So I can't help but wonder what these people are going through, and as a passenger, I don't get to see a lot of this, given that I'm just seated, in the cabin, and that's it. That's all I know. So the next time I travel, no matter what, I will approach someone and ask them if they have enough time to speak and get that out of my chest, because I had 2 opportunities, 3 actually, in the past 4 years, but shyness got the best of me. But now that I'm older and I'm more confident about myself, I'm not going to let that opportunity slide again. And alright, you guys, I hope that I have made myself clear and that you guys understand why this is my thing. I just love to ask questions. I used to write. I used to keep journals. I wrote up to 16 journals or 15. I forget where I stopped at, which is incredible. I normally don't forget anything. But yeah, I love asking questions, and I feel like I ask the right ones and make the right observations to make things happen. So if I can find myself a job like that sustains me, reasonably to where I can afford to be alive and dedicate my life to that, I would be so happy. Because I feel like I think of stuff so critically that I feel like some stuff that's obvious to me, some people don't realize. Like my leader was telling me about, now that you mentioned this, you're making me aware of some stuff that for some reason I wasn't aware of. And it took you to let me know that was happening. So I wish I could really make something out of this. And if you guys have any suggestions or ideas or any insights for me or just anything, I would like to hear from you, because I felt this excitement some 4 years ago and now I'm feeling it again, and I would love for that fire to not burn out and to actually accomplish something. And alright, you guys, as always, thank you so much for tuning in and watching. If you're wondering why I look the way I do, it's because I have been working on Morona all day, just cleaning him out, vacuuming the mess out of him, and I used that interior detailer, and oh my god, he looks like 2013 again. And now I need to find the supplies to take care of the exterior now. Like I would need to find a hose or a place with a good water stream or something. Yeah, and then the proper, I don't want to call it soap, but exterior cleaning agent for the car. So that should keep me busy for a bit. And I also have only 1 more day to get this done. So the stress is real. Now, before you say, just take it to the car wash, just know that the money I have in my bank account right now is not my money. So there's no way I would be able to invest a dime from that. And alright, you guys, I'll let you go and see you soon.